She my crypto queen. She knows the scene. Turning zeros into heroes, it's my digital dream. We check the charts. Those candles are green. Leverage it up, stacking it up. Now my back's obscene. Yes, I've done by some meme coins. Got rug pulled once or twice. I spent too much money. Crypto took over my life. I must confess, monetary distress. I need more dry powder so I can stack up on these treasure chests. This bull run we gon' live like kings. But for right now it's going on a credit card. Oh no, no. Yeah, we about to make changing money. Been in the game since 2018. We were scrubs, now we 18. Wrist loaded with the bling, bling, bling. Pulling more hoes than my boy Charlie Sheen. Got B&B at $4. Solana, $2. When P-Dot pegged $1. We was po, now we the borrower. Wife, changing money. Hey, drop that beat, dog. Wife, changing money, changing my
Oh yeah. Finally back. One Pulse show. We were taking a little break there for a second, but here we are. Coming to you live with another update. Everything PulseChain. We might get into a couple other things today. But I'm your host, Taurus.
And I'm Larry.
And we're going to get into it and see what's been going on. Let's move this over a little bit. Yeah. Vibe out to the funkiness. It's pretty funky out there, I'd say.
There's been some upset people.
It's pretty wild right now. It's wild in the blockchain. It's wild in the world.
I think it's the moon. Something about that moon thing. Astrological.
The moon?
Planets that are lining up, but they seem to be lining up against us. But that's what we think until they line up for us. So, or they line up Taurus. But yeah, lots to talk about with P-Dye. That coin of all coins. I never said buy it.
All speculation. Yo.
No, actually, I might have said.
Did you say that? I don't remember that.
Well,
show me the video.
The thing is, I like it. I don't know all the technicals of the thing is the thing. So I don't know all the contracts and the magic workings and stuff, but I like the idea of it. The people's stable coin.
The people's dollar.
Yeah. And the Bitcoin thing, like there's only 154,000 of them. And a Khalid was talking about today about how it's safe. You can't mint more of the purple Bitcoin. There's only 154,000 of them.
Yeah, purple Bitcoin.
Yeah.
We here at the One Pulse Show, we like purple Bitcoin.
Yeah. But, this is small play money in this stuff. Put all your serious money in core coins.
Yeah. The PDAI situation was interesting because, a lot of people had gotten a lot of free PDAI that had come over, right? When they got the copy. There was like a copy kind of thing.
Yeah, I guess so. That was all. We knew that was coming where people could be selling that. So
right. And people did sell that. Actually, I remember that being one of the narratives to help bring people over, wasn't it?
Exactly.
Like, come check out your PDAI.
Exchanges have millions of dollars of this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and at one point, when it went up to that 2-cent range, they definitely had some money sitting in those bags.
Yeah. So, it's another thing to cry about. But this is what happens when you look back on the calendar of this chart, and it's going to say the red moon. It's, luckily we didn't have the United States bombing Iran. So, we're lucky that hadn't happened yet.
True.
So,
yeah. Well, yeah. Thanks for that. Let's continue that trend of not doing that.
Definitely. I hate nuclear wars. Although we can win one, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's a whole...
We'll drop 6,000. They'll drop 2,000.
Yeah. Unless you're China and can make them 24/7 around the clock.
Yeah, he knows. But
yeah. Anyways, so PDAI, a lot of people got a lot of free PDAI. And, the narrative of it going to $1, it's pretty cool, I did hear, though, I don't remember who was saying that. I was reading it in X somewhere where they were saying that there is I think it's like a wrapped Ethereum PDAI or something. Like it's the actual PDAI, not Pulse PDAI. And it is pegged at $1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's usually around $1. That's the yellow die.
Yellow die.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's got a yellow. It's the same symbol except it's yellow instead of purple.
And it's on PulseChain though, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
And that's what Richard would like for us to bridge over. So if you had Ethereum die, bridge Ethereum die over to Pulse instead of bridging Ethereum over. He would rather us bridge die versus Ethereum.
Okay. Well, that's news to me.
Yeah.
So everybody out there, Richard wants us to use the yellow dye.
Yeah, when you buy stuff. And then also, and it varies in price. Sometimes it's like, 99.9 or something like that. Because it's actually, I guess, uses contracts to keep its peg. Where USDC, just like as a corporation, it's like, yeah, it's $1.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm still just interested in the whole, stable dollar coin on PulseChain, and having our I guess Richard's official version, I guess.
Yeah, we still haven't ruled out the PDAI thing. I don't think. If you look at the price, it's down, but it's not out, and also it has a long way to go before it goes back to where it was. So
yeah,
I think it'll always be there. Just the value is going to stay at this lower range. I think purple Bitcoin, it's like there's only 154,000 of them. I don't care.
Maybe we should head on over and check out these charts. There we go.
Just a chart.
That's not the chart. You're right. That's not. We'll get into that in a minute. We're going to come over here.
There you go. Oh, 24 hours, it's all green.
That hurts. It hurts to see PLS in the 2s.
At least it's not in the 1s. Is that 19? No, 17?
That's one way to look at it.
Yeah, when it gets to 17, UpX will liquidate one of its vaults, which we don't want to have happen.
Okay, well, we'll get into that here in a little bit, I guess. See what that's all about. Yeah. So, all right. Yeah, let's just do a refresh real quick. Make sure we got the most up to date. Yep, that's the most up to date. I mean, it's up 10% in the 24 hours.
That's awesome.
What about 7 days? Yeah, still down a bit. But yeah, in the 2s, I really don't like seeing PLS in the 2s. I mean, good for all the new buyers, of course.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? For the people that want to get in and be a part of a fully decentralized.
That's the whole thing about low prices.
Network.
The best thing for low prices is low prices.
Yep. Letting people get on board. Mm-hmm. Come on. What is it? Welcome to PulseChain. We love you.
Yeah, exactly. And, we're getting all the certifications and patches and stuff. So, but the thing is, we got all the tools that work, all decentralized. Everybody's got ethics over here. This is the place to be. I mean, we're a little rough around the edges, but that's the way life is.
Yeah, life ain't coming to you all
especially when you're
strawberries and cream.
Talking to libertarians, they're more shoot it to you.
Give it to you straight. That's how we like it.
Yeah.
We don't want no beat around the bush. Just tell us what's up. We can handle it.
Yep.
So yeah, look here, day 679, which I think we all can agree that at day 679, we didn't think the prices would be where they're at.
No.
But, this is where we're at. And we're dealing with it. It's okay. We're okay with it. We're going to move on through this just like we moved on through everything else.
This is that month that is called March Madness.
There you go.
And
everything's going mad.
That's because of crypto.
Yeah.
Basketball stole it from crypto.
is that okay? Yeah,
just because they came first.
yeah. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. We'll go into the chart here. I don't know. We might have some lines on here. Nope. Still don't have lines on here. It's okay though. Or maybe we do.
No,
I
don't think so.
We don't. We'll go to the 4 hour. Let's see here.
So it's still in that triangle wedge going down.
Officially priced right now at 0.00002933, which is just shy of the 3. Hopefully, we start seeing a little turnaround, little come around. With the SEC stuff going on still, it's like, what are they even going to rebuttal on?
I think that goes until April 20th.
20th, you say, huh?
Yeah, because they wanted 30 extra days. So what is that, like 4/20?
Yeah, that's Earth Day. Isn't that Earth Day?
Shit, you can't make this up.
Maybe it was 4/21, maybe.
Maybe it's 4/21. I hope so.
Well, it could be like good news, right? Good news on a good day.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know why it wouldn't be.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be good news.
Because it's like, what else?
It's going to be before then. I think it's probably going to be like next week they're going to decide. They're not going to wait until the last day and say, oh, we're not going to do anything.
Well, it seems like they've been waiting a lot for the last day, it seems like.
Well, they have new people in there now, and they're just overwhelmed with all the shit that's coming at them. So
just push it through. I think that XRP case just got finally dropped, I think.
Yeah.
So I know those guys were waiting on that.
They're clearing stuff off, and,
Yeah.
it just takes a while. And then maybe, they look at this one and they say, this one's just so complicated. Let's just get this other one first, knock the quick one out, and we'll come back to this one last. So.
Yeah, here's where we started, came down, right? Which we could all speculate that this is what normally charts look like. They just drop and then go back up, and we went up all-time highs. But now our next come up just definitely was way under that all-time high.
When you start getting mixed up with the volume indicators, it's not good.
What do you mean?
All those little spikes at the bottom there.
Oh, here.
Yeah. You get low.
When these go up?
No, I mean just if you keep going over to the right there, see how we're sort of like intermingling with them?
Oh.
It's like when you get mixed up with those things at the bottom of the page.
Let me does that make you feel better?
No, that didn't make me feel any better.
Oh man, it made me feel a little better.
Now we're floating.
That's why you just look, we just pull it real tight, It's like there's no fluctuation. What do you mean?
Yeah. And
yeah, look, there's no highs and lows. Look, that's all.
If you hit the little symbol at the bottom right there,
Yeah.
and you'll get auto and log.
We're back to that mingling thing you were just talking about.
Yeah.
Yep. Good old Pulse. I'm super bullish still, though.
We can't get much lower because like anybody with $10 is going to buy a lot.
That's true.
So.
And that's, that starts messing with positioning, and which means.
So if you care, get out of your other junk and get into Pulse.
That's true.
I mean, if you want more Pulse.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely need that price to.
Maddie was talking about a death spiral with P-Dye as Pulse goes down, then you get to mint more P-Dye or something like that, and it becomes this infinite spiral loop.
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of connection with the two coins, right? P-Dye and Pulse, but not enough for that to matter. I
don't know.
Think, but
I do know that P-Dye has been talked about a lot for a long time. They even raised money for marketing. Like they're trying to outguess Richard. Richard's screaming from the top of the trees. He's going, use postcards, direct mail. And these guys with P-Dye go, well, let's hire a marketing firm and figure out the best way to market. It's like Richard is telling you, they're just trying to cipher the meaning of a word that might mean that P-Dye is the token of the universe or something. And yet when he's screaming, use postcards, they go and hire some marketing company to do something different. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah, this community, I can commend them on coming together and making things happen. Now, all the things that we've come together to make happen, were they the best things we could have done? Maybe not.
I know dollar for dollar that Hex postcards is probably the best marketing that we could do as a community. And they have a Patreon, and you can join it and do $10 a month. And one thing they say that right before the death of your company is when you stop doing marketing, because you have to do outreach. And either do outreach or you do customer retention. Like you got to do either customer acquisition or customer retention. And Hex postcards have brought in people in our community. So I think it costs so little to send so many of these cards that I have actually joined the Patreon, and I recommend everybody do it. It's $10 a month. You can do more if you want, but at least do
is that
something.
the minimum one?
I think that is the minimum one, $10.
Okay.
And then, you can obviously do more, but I'm already broke. So, but
this
still
membership culture,
contributing,
man.
that $10 to Hex postcards, and I think everybody should do it. It's a great thing. Hex postcards. You can find it on Twitter, Hex postcards, or Telegram, Hex postcards, Hex postcards.
Hex postcards. Shout out to Eco Builder. We're gonna have to have him come to the studio.
Yeah.
And he can do a whole spiel on tell us all about it.
Yeah.
Tell all
True
you about
Mexican.
Yeah.
Southern gentleman.
Yeah. The future's bright.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's the thing. The people that are in Hex are really pretty outstanding. And,
A lot of cool cats.
Yeah.
Cool cats in the
That's
Hex ecosystem.
kind of like the proof in the pudding right there. It's like, am I sane? It's like, well, this guy is pretty cool. So, and he's thinking the same way. So maybe, I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Let's look up at X.
Hold on. We gotta do these core coins first.
Okay.
Look at this here. We got the 6.66% burn right now.
Dang.
Uh-oh. It's the devil's burn.
That's pretty cool, though.
That's
I remember it was
1.33 trillion.
Yeah. It was a lot lower.
I mean, that's the big hype about PulseX,
Well, the
right?
validators are making money. Like, I heard someone tweeted, I think it was Just Gas Jesse, tweeted a $390 gas fee was paid on Pulse.
We haven't talked about it yet, but I got a snapshot to show you, a $23 one last night.
Wow. Yeah. You got to be careful. You can't just click yes.
No, and in that case, you know what? You might have just caught it right in that blip. Reject it, retry again, and it might be way less.
Right, but I have seen it also where it said like $20, and I went ahead and clicked it because I knew that right before it was like, because I was watching it was like 20 cents. And then I click and I watched the wallet as the transaction goes through, and it was like 50 cents where it said it was going to be like $20.
Oh, right.
It said it had a maximum of $20. And it's
Also, you also get into that headspace where like, so you're watching the chart.
Right, yeah.
And like the chart's going up on you, and you're like, oh shit, I got to do
Is
this.
it worth $20?
Yeah,
Yes.
Exactly.
It's not.
Yeah.
But now, maybe if they allowed fees to be taken off your taxes, that would be cool. But I'm not sure if that's the way it goes or not. I don't know.
Yeah.
Talk to your tax person. When you talk to yours, I want to talk to him too.
Yeah. I guess we're going to have to just start locking all that in, get that squared away. This guy's kind of all over the place.
It looks kind of flat. No, do it against Pulse. That's against dollars. There you go. Now, yeah. Looks like it's climbing against Pulse.
Well, I mean, we got to that 1-1 ratio. I mean, that
1 to 1.
Pretty wild, actually. I'm still kind of amazed by that. I don't know why, but part of me think that it's not going to stay that way. But if it does, that's good. I mean, as far all these speculative things I've seen for PulseX show PulseX outperforming Pulse.
Maybe.
But
maybe not. There's no telling, Buy and burn works until there's more people selling than there are buying it.
It's true.
So,
it is
like
true.
You can look at that Zen token. It bought and burned, and then it wasn't even worth anything for people to mint it for it to get burned. And I'm not sure if it's come back or not.
Yes, PulseX coming in just shy of Pulse at 0.0000274, up 14% in 24 hours. We got Ink token, which is a shout out to Fast Abdul for coming out with the inkprinter.com.
Yeah, I just saw that it's gotten the most utilization of any of the liquidity forks.
Yeah, no, it's booming.
That's cool that people are participating.
They are participating. And I think fast duels building on the blockchain, not building you a new token, even though that comes with a token. It comes with the stable ink dollar.
Yeah, it comes with
INCD ink dollar.
Yeah, it comes with 2 tokens, I think. The dollar, and then it comes with like the printer token, which is kind of like loan in liquid loans. All these liquidity forks, they have 2 tokens. One is their dollar, and then one is the one that you stake, and it earns the rewards.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if you had watched the stream on Tuesday with Maddie and that gang. What Kareem was talking about.
Yeah, I watched it on replay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that they were even speculating that maybe the OA would, or not the OA, I guess, but in PulseChain it would be the, I guess we know it's Richard. Wallet. Yeah, the sacrifice wallet going into ink printer like they did with Hedron, like how the OA did with Hedron.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and no telling.
Yeah, that'd be wild.
That would be wild.
So we got ink token coming in at $1.64, up 15.9%. And we have Hex
737.
So that sounds good.
Yeah, it's ready for takeoff.
Yeah.
737 ready for takeoff on runway 19er.
We're going to the moon.
Beyond. We're aiming for the stars.
We're going outside of the interstellar.
So click on against Pulse again.
Pulse again.
Yeah. Because everything against the dollar stinks. So, yeah.
251.
We rose up into a different strat.
Yeah, we're now up here in this plateau.
Mm-hmm.
Let's keep going a little bit here and see.
So that's cool.
Okay. Yeah. Now it's just kind of chilling up there. Kind of seems something like what PulseX did against Pulse. But what that tells us is Pulse isn't performing very well.
Mm-hmm.
But that, again, though, that comes back to community and everybody doing their part.
Well, the thing is, the SAC wallet could buy twice as much Pulse now.
That's true. Maybe even more now than current prices.
So it might be worth it for the SAC wallet to do a little
buyback?
Little button there.
Which button?
The one that... Yeah, that button.
Yeah.
Yeah, that button.
Maybe do a little move around. Yeah, so Hex doing its thing. Still, look, when it comes down to coins, Hex is it's superior. If you're just going to hold something, why wouldn't you just hold a superior product?
It gets locked up.
If you want to take advantage of that, what do they say? Like the OA, what was the terminology that was used?
I don't care if the payout has gone down by, I think, 2.5x or something like that. It's
the daily payout?
Yeah, I think it's like 1.9. It was at like 6.
Even at the lower payout, it's still amazing.
I think a lot of people are going to cash out. When it gets to $3 and $5, there's going to be a lot of people early in staking.
Yeah, $3 and $5 Hex, we can definitely.
And I think that we're going to get to $3 and $5 Hex.
And then what happens with that? They unstake.
And then
they take money out.
The price will come down a little.
The price will come down.
But also the daily payout will go up because there's less people collecting it.
And with those early unstakes, you benefit from that as well.
Right. And then also, if enough people early in stake, I think that Richard might early in stake one of his stakes. And then what that would do is half of the tokens would go
to the stakers.
Well, actually, no, like 5%, half of that 5%. I don't know how it gets calculated, but I know that like he owns 95% of all the tokens. So he would get like 95% of that, but also the OA gets half. So he gets half, plus he gets 95%. So he gets like 97% of all the, of everything, except for what gets burnt. So he gets most of it. But he also passes out a little candy to the people who are staked.
Yeah. Well, I thought when you early unstake, I thought 50% of that went back to the stakers.
Exactly.
Right. And then the other 50 goes back to the OA.
Okay.
Right.
But of the stakers, he's like 90% of the stakers. Not necessarily him, but the OA.
Oh, okay. I see. All those other stakes, they'll be also collecting part of that. Right. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Going back to that thought experiment, now that we have two different hexes, the OA literally, what I think this would be fun. You take all the money from the OA and you do a 15-year stake. And then the next day you early unstake it. And then you take all that money that you got back and you put it out again for 15 years. And then the next day you early unstake it. And you keep doing that until there's no more money in the OA. And all that money got distributed back to the people who were staked out.
Well, he can still, that's what he sort of did already.
But
he said he hasn't unstaked it.
Well, I mean, do it in a way to where all the money from like either the Ethereum hex.
The thing is, it's all staked. So he can unstake it and then restake it and do exactly what you're saying. He'll never get rid of it because the OA is always collecting.
Well, this is what I'm saying.
A large
every stake is a 15-year, and then the next day you early unstake, and then you immediately stake it out again for 15 years, and then you early unstake it. And you do that until there's no more money left in the OA. Or until there's like very, very little. And then all that money gets distributed back to the people who are already staked out.
Yeah.
Then that would truly be the people's hex at that point, and there would be no OA anymore. And that would give us one of the versions.
I'd rather have Richard in charge.
Well, he would be. He would just be in charge of the other one.
Yeah, no, I'd rather have him play the game the way he
both
wants
of
to
them?
play it. I
But
just want him to play the game. And
but the OA,
I just want to go fishing.
Yeah, but the OA
and let
is
him
one of
figure it
the
out.
reasons why.
Because he's going to figure out the best way to send it to the moon.
But we can do that with one of the chains. And then we can see what the people do with the other one, because that's what keeps people out is the OA. People love Hex. They love what can do. They just don't love that it's centralized money with the OA. They don't like that. And I understand that too, because that means you have to put faith in whoever owns those keys.
It's not with the OA anymore.
Well, it is staked now. That's true. But it's also not in our bags. It's in someone else's bags.
It can't change right now because it's all staked.
No, it can't. It's true. So, I mean, it kind of works a little on what I'm talking about in a different way. It doesn't give it back to the people, but it still is staked now. So nobody can be like, well, I mean, they could still argue that the OA could rug pull it and be like early.
I can always rug pull it. He's got 97% or 95% all the tokens. He could kill it if he wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
definitely.
the main thing.
And
that
every mother could do that.
Keeps people out.
Every mother could kill her child. And we've got some people that are like that, actually.
They are out there.
But Richard's not like that.
No, and to know that, you need to watch about 40 hours of Richard, especially if it's all through the extreme marketing phase. You got to get through about 40 hours to, get to the center of Richard, to really see his intentions. He's out here to make other like-minded individuals wealthy, because it goes back to fix the money, fix the world. And when you have a bunch of people who think the same and want the same things and have money to make that change, then you can actually make real change in this world. And so he wants to enable people that feel and think the way he does. And that's when Hex was born. And continuing on with that mission, we went to Pulse. But, right now in X, there's a lot of people that are talking. Would we have been better just to have stayed on Ethereum Hex and never went to Pulse? What do you think?
I'm with Richard. So.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's a big topic right now, though.
Yeah, that's
a big question people are putting around out there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all, again, that's even a speculative thing. Who knows what would have been better?
Yeah, I'm with Richard.
So we're here going to the moon. So, all right, those are the cores. And I think we already had up X here from last time. Here it is. Boom. Did we do it against Pulse? I think it was.
Yeah.
Wait, why is it not?
Didn't have the lines on it today.
It don't have it on it today. What's up with that? Oh, we had locked it all.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, you know what? It might be.
Did you restart your computer or something?
I did.
Yeah, I think that's it. Go back to Pulse.
That's a bummer.
Because that's against the dollar.
Yeah, that's a bummer. We had a nice.
Look at that. So it starts right there. You can sort of see from the activity too. That's when they launched the LPX, but yeah, and that's when.
Yeah, we had some nice lines drawn here, and this the UpX really punched up out of that.
Yeah, you want to click on the line chart thing? Do that.
Oh, make new lines?
Yeah.
Yeah, I almost feel like we should do that in Deck Screener, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. That's where it was. I think it was in Deck Screener is where we were looking for.
Was it? I don't know.
Yeah. I bet it's there.
I don't think it is. I was pretty sure it was. Gold Bills. Where are we at down here? Let's see here.
I think top left in the search box.
Yeah, I was just kind of looking and seeing what was going on. Man, do you see a Tropa?
What's happened with it?
That thing
People
fell.
hate it.
That thing fell, man. The Maria, they got out.
So Maria's out.
And
it really stinks that...
I mean, it brought it... You see where it brought it down to all the way? I mean, yeah, it came down pretty hard. I know Mr. St. Wolf was pretty big on a Tropa.
Yeah.
You know, the whole Maria thing, I think they were talking in a way where they were saying that they all might come back in. They just want to get some things clear first before, well, who knows?
I don't know. I think you're pretty psycho if you do this to your community. Like, how do you come back from that? It's like, they look someone in the eye.
Well, they just got out their Bentley.
Yeah, they just got out their Xanax.
Washing it down with the 16-ouncer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go back over here.
Teddy bear, it's unfortunate.
Yeah, teddy bear came down. Really, most of them all came down. This the one here?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Now, yeah.
Yeah, hold on. We're going to...
And do it against Pulse. Bam. No. Put it on daily. Yeah, there you go. Now it's cool. And it was...
What?
Yeah, go actually click on the menu for that line. And then go down to the channel regression. Okay, and then click at it's in September, at the very bottom there.
There or
yeah,
here?
The very bottom. I like to go to the bottom.
The wick?
I can't see because there's like a little thing in front of mine.
Oh. Let me move that out of the way for you.
There we go. Cool. Yeah, that little wick thing.
Okay. Oh, shit. I didn't mean to do that. God dang it.
Yeah, hit escape.
Yeah. Hold on.
Delete. Oh, now you got to select it.
Oh, wow. Now this thing got in front of me too. I couldn't see either when I moved it over to my screen. All right, let's get rid of this.
No. You got to click on the outside. The blue. Yeah. A little bit. Right there.
There we go.
Hit delete.
Yeah, okay. Now you know what? I got to move this back over. We'll move it over there. How's that? Is that okay? You don't need to see me anyways.
But,
All right. So we're going to go back here. Hit that again. Yeah. So the wick, you want the wick?
Yeah, I like to go to either the first green or the last red.
Oh, like here then?
Yeah. So it'd be actually, somewhere in there. And then all the way up. And then you can go past it and click. Yeah.
Oh, whoa. Well, let me go past it.
Yeah, right there. Click. There you go. And that pretty much shows.
Yeah, it pops.
That's a good channel right there.
I mean, it's staying right in it.
And the price goes through the center a lot.
Look at this one, just and then right to it.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty wild.
That was the P-Dive fiasco.
But then we got some big pumps there.
Yeah, that's because this is against Pulse. So what that meant was people were buying it, but Pulse was going down. So
that's right. So
it was going up in price because the price was going up because it was getting bought, but because of Pulse. And then that's when Pulse started going up a little, it started coming down because it's in Pulse. So, yeah.
Yeah, but as far as other charts going on right now, this one definitely
It's hard to beat.
going
And
up.
that's since September. And it's just been ka-chug, ka-chug, ka-chug. And, okay, so what we see here is right before September, there was not a whole lot of volume in Up and UpX. But then when you see in November, October, November, in October, they started testing this thing. And then in November, it launched. November 22nd. That's right where the green lines is over here. And
here.
yeah, November. No, the next one
there.
right there. Yeah, November 22nd. And so somewhere in there. So somebody knew that it was coming out and bought a little the day before. It looks like. But anyway, what it does is it's like an automated market maker, and there's like a no buy zone in the middle, and so it lets other people buy and push the price in the middle. But when the price moves into the buy zone, it nibbles a little and keeps nibbling on the way up. So it sells on the way up and buys on the way down. But because it doesn't do it right at the border and it does it above, it has a profit margin built into it. And so it's making like 80% profit. And so we'll see what, and also it makes the price have this steady climb in it so that you don't have people coming in and messing up the price.
It's definitely steady.
It keeps it a lot steadier. But there's a lot more action on it. But also this is a buy and burn token. So each of these transactions goes to the buy and burn. The LPX, like I think it charges like a fraction of a percent. Well, a fraction of that fraction goes towards a buying and burning up in UpX. And we're opening it up for all tokens on PulseChain. So if this was something that you used over on your teddy bear, then every time teddy bear traded above the price range, then you would be doing whatever it does and making 80% on it. And a small fraction comes back over and burns up in UpX, which is kind of cool. Very small fraction.
Yeah.
But if we have that small fraction on all the tokens, that's when it gets to be really cool. And their token price stays more calm. So it's good for them. It's good for Up and UpX. And then also, it's good marketing for Up and UpX. Because if the teddy bear community is using this thing called LPX to help keep its price high, they might be interested in the up and up X.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but also be interested in PLS.
PLS, well, that's what up and up X are, is PLS. And so the idea is when Pulse goes up in price, then we get to borrow against our Pulse. And then we get a loan and we buy more Pulse. So it's a feedback loop to buy more Pulse. So if we could get Pulse up, then we would be helping keep Pulse up. So up and up X drive the price of Pulse. But we got to get Pulse started before up and up X can get started.
Vroom, vroom.
Vroom, vroom. So, yeah, we just need a little up and
Start
we'll take it up.
Engines. Yeah, and then I know we were talking about the old purple Bitcoin.
Yeah, there's only 154,000 of them.
Oh, you know what? It got rid of our channel.
Yeah.
Oh, man, we had the
It was so beautiful.
yeah.
It had a little box and everything.
A little green box.
Just like this, the Wolf has over on his channel.
yeah,
Saint
he's got
Wolf
a purple.
Vision.
We had a green one.
We copied his box.
Well, I mean, just makes sense. Not that we copied it, but
Yeah. We just had a box. If it goes down here, it'd be a good idea to buy a little. And that's where it is right now.
yeah, it's right in that zone.
So,
What was it? The box of opportunity? Is that what we called it?
I don't know. But the thing is, there's only 154,000 of them.
Yes,
And I
it's
got
actually-
one.
Let's go back to that right here. Supply right here, 154K.
Where everything has like millions and billions and trillions. And they have this burn. But like,
Not purple Bitcoin.
not purple Bitcoin.
It's the super tiny supply.
But you see over there, it says holders. It says we're all zeros.
Yeah, it's
So if
interesting.
you're a
I wonder-
holder, you're a zero.
Yeah. Well, somebody's got a holder. I don't think this thing would be doing anything.
Yeah.
But even that, you know, if you haven't seen by now in these charts, they're all kind of showing a similar thing. Nice big pop-ups, and
Yeah.
then now we're all back down here close to these early zones.
Right. We're 10x. We're down 90%. Or is that 99%? 90%. 90.
Well,
That's a lot.
wait.
So anyway, look, if you got $250, I'd buy Bitcoin if I was you. But that's me.
No financial advice. But if you want to play, it might not be so bad to hold one of these guys. Just, I mean, let's look here at the current price, 239. We got the all-time high up here at it wicked up to $2,600.
Yeah, I mean,
bad.
it might drop down to $150, or it might not. Or the thing is, if it dropped to $150, are you going to buy it when it drops to $150? And then what are you selling when you add it to get that $150? Is it in USDC? Then I guess you're getting the gain if it is. But if it's in like Pulse, then Pulse goes down and BTC goes down. And so I just know there's 154,000 of them. I got one.
Let's go.
Yeah, purple Bitcoin. Let's see. Yeah, no, we don't want no inflators over here printing out new ones.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm not sure. I understand why they would go up together because of the peg, but I don't understand why purple Bitcoin goes down, except for that its liquidity's tied to it. But I thought people pulled their liquidity. If they haven't, they're just losing money like crazy. But I'd heard people were pulling liquidity on it.
Yeah. There's that.
And if people pull their liquidity, the price could go up just as fast as it goes down, too. So,
Well, it looks here that it went down and someone bought that up.
Mm-hmm. It just got to a price where it was just too cheap.
Right.
Like $250, it's like, yeah, get a whole one for $250. That's pretty cool. Where before you were getting fractions.
Yeah, I mean, this came down to 3 zeros and a 5.
Yeah.
Or I guess it tells you on here, huh? It'll tell you up there on the top. It says the low. 3 zeros and a 6262. Okay. Yeah, interesting. What about this one? Yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, so this I'll say is a little disturbing to me to know that someone's found some way to print those
The P-dye.
the P-dye, and then they're just sitting there and just dumping it. And we just sit here on the chart and just watch it, we're just like,
Oh, that's Richard. He's just doing some testing.
testing, huh? Testing how we can move this money from here to over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know any of what's going on except for some secondhand stuff. I know Somi's part of the P-dye team. I saw he's got a T-shirt says P-dye team. He's definitely.
Did he put a shirt on that says
No,
P-dye team? Oh,
it's just
it's so funny.
He's got a card though in his wallet that says P-dye team.
Oh,
He
that's
flips it
official,
out.
I guess.
Team P-dye.
Is that where Marie's got her information? Making those P-dye team speculations that Somi's on the P-dye team. I didn't even know P-dye had a team.
Yeah.
Wonder where they live at. Who knows? Let's go check out Bear real quick. You were mentioning Bear earlier. And Teddy Bear, #1 meme coin.
Boom.
26,000 holders. That's why I say that.
There ain't no zeros there.
So let's check it out, though. I mean,
look at it against Pulse.
Ooh, man, it is down. Look at that. It
Yeah,
is
hey, that's in
down.
dollars. Everything's down in dollars. Look at Impulse.
Hold on real quick. I want to see how far down this went over here.
Everything's down in dollars.
So you had to
also, it's not
come-
even in log.
Oh, here, let me just pull this out here. Okay, here we go. So it came all the way back to December 23. So you if you didn't get out from December, then you just held it up and held it down. Not supposed to be the proper way to do it. Got to take some gains along the way. It's important to do that. Everybody's got to do it at some point. That's why we're in this game. Until we're just trading crypto with each other, everybody's trying to make
borrow.
The borrowing. Okay. Yep. You want to share a little bit about that?
Yeah. Well, you use your ink and you borrow against it with the ink printer.
Okay. Well, the ink printer, that's one way, but there's other protocols though too, right? Sorry, I gotta get a charge up my phone real quick.
Well, click on Teddy Bear with Pulse instead of dollars. There you go. Wow, it was actually doing okay until the P-dye situation.
Yeah. I mean that P-dye situation really has taken it kind of a little rock, huh? A little rock to the.
I don't understand. Richard's had 2 years of people talking about this, and all of a sudden he comes out and says, I'm not associated with some token and stuff. It was kind of lame. He should have said the name of the token maybe, or unless he does it for legal reasons. And he is behind it.
Oh.
He just doesn't want to end up in the gutter or something.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I guess the best thing we can do is just kind of sit back and watch and don't put your money into things that you're not willing to lose.
exactly. If you can't lose it, don't do it.
Yeah, for sure. not the way to go. So,
But if you had some play money, then that's your play stuff.
if you want to go play, let's go check out the. Okay, here we go. Bubbles. Let's go see how it's weird. It doesn't show on the screen here. Like I can't see the right.
Woe of the life of a
dropdowns.
streamer.
Yeah. Yeah, shout out to you guys out there streaming. You know, it's definitely a learning curve. There's definitely cost involved if you want to bring it to a certain level. And we definitely ran into a little bit of technical difficulties.
I'm not cheap.
we ran into the technical difficulties last night, and we were going to come on and give you a stream last night, but it didn't happen. We tried, but here we are today now. Look at this. What's the big mover today? We got 54% access.
ZKZX. That's in the news.
Right here, ZKZX, 49%.
Yeah. Supposedly that's like some way to get privacy, which is kind of cool.
Oh, do you know what it does?
And also that our government, shout out to our government for allowing us to have some sort of privacy. Thank you, oh keepers of the gate.
Well, they want privacy too. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, they should be like the ones driving privacy, but
true.
it's been a different agenda for a little bit.
Yeah, see, look at that. That purple Bitcoin got a nice fat red one today.
Yeah.
This other one here, Lucky. We got time over here up 14. Let's go take a look at time. See how it's doing.
KG.
Yeah, shout out to KG
Look at it against Pulse.
with Internet Money Wallet.
Yeah, mate.
It's going up. And everything against Pulse kind of going up because Pulse is going down.
But it's a good one. So, like,
Yeah.
does that? Yeah,
Since September, it's been going up. So, or August,
it's doubled.
basically August 1st. Yeah, doubled. Yeah. Pretty nice. Not bad. They had a nice run up right here. Look at these though. This is kind of like a boom, boom.
I wonder what the
boom,
news was
boom.
that caused that.
It's like a saw kind of going up. Saw blade. That's crazy.
And they have a buy and burn, I think. I'm not sure if it's against time or that, because they have 2 or 3 tokens. I'm kind of confused.
There's a couple tokens. Yeah, for sure. I think at least 2. I just wanted to come check out and see what the big boys are doing. Bitcoin and Ethereum. Bitcoin coming in at 84,000. Ethereum just shy of 2,000. Yeah, definitely been some big gas fees going on. Chain's been going wild. That's
Gas fees for what?
Oh, just, play around on PulseChain.
On Pulse.
yeah.
Definitely on Pulse.
Yeah.
But actually on Ethereum, it wasn't that much.
No, because nobody's using it.
Yeah.
Everybody's gambling their money at Solana, which ultimately the idea is they gamble over
There
there.
just aren't that many people interested in learning about crypto yet.
Yeah, it's actually
Like,
want some
I
real
haven't
stuff.
had anybody ask me for help.
Yeah, I know we were
where-
talking about that last time.
Yeah.
Last
So-
bull run, there was a lot of people asking for help.
Yeah. Can
Let
you
me
help
see.
me set up my wallet?
I have helped a couple people this time around, but it definitely was not
Yeah,
like
yeah, I
last
have
time.
too, but
I mean, last time was definitely multiple times a week, Or now
So-
it's just,
I guess that's coming.
well, yeah, it's got to.
I mean, it's got to, or else we're not going to go up. So,
Yeah.
like, I think sometime soon, folks are going to start asking. And they're only going to ask if we're telling them. And we're only going to be telling them if there's some sort of positive price action.
Yep.
And everything's priced in dollars or pulse. And so we need
to get that figured out.
We need to get that figured out. Definitely. Yeah. Click on that one right there, the Federal Reserve one.
You know this one?
Yeah.
So this one's a little video. I do think it's like a 7-minute video. I'm down to watch the whole thing if you are. And it goes on explaining a little bit about what the Federal Reserve does and stuff. And I know you were around in the 90s. So in order to explain to the people what the Federal Reserve does, they made a really shitty cartoon, in my opinion. But they made a cartoon to explain what they do, and that's what they put out on television.
Who made this?
I don't know who made it, but I'm guessing the Federal Reserve.
Oh, so this is like a...
Yeah, it was like an official thing for the Federal Reserve, like, or I don't know if the Federal Reserve did it, but it was an official thing about the Federal Reserve and how it worked and like what they did.
Let's watch it.
This isn't anything like that. This is like showing you the realness of what the Federal Reserve is. So I just thought it was interesting back in the day that this is how stupid they think regular people are, that they couldn't make a regular show to tell you about it. They had to put it in a cartoon. You know, in the 90s, that's how it was done. That, you know, it was just really, I think it was done in a mocking way, really. And this
Machiavellian?
Huh?
You mean a Machiavellian?
Yeah. And this is still done in a cartoon, but in today's age, it's different. Like it's a whole different vibe. But again, in this video, they are kind of exposing the Federal Reserve in this cartoon in a way that makes it a little more digestible. Because you know that good old word, economics? Yeah, people start to melt. Their brains melt when you say the word economics. You know?
Yeah. Mine's melting.
Yeah, let me see here. Yeah, it's already melting. We ain't even started it. Hold on.
Government isn't allowed inside its own building.
Government? The Fed is a private bank owned by private stockholders. Do not let the name federal fool you. This place is about as Federal Express.
A private bank? But private?
Shh. Best to keep your voice down, pal.
This is Ethan, Federal Reserve.
Hey, Heath, Bill here, First National.
Hi there, Bill. How are you?
Good. We're running a little low on money.
No problem. How much you need?
Oh, how does 20 million sound? What?
Excellent. We'll ship it over first thing tomorrow.
Wait, he can just call up the Fed and ask for more money and they give him whatever they want?
No, pal. The Fed don't give the banks money. The Fed loans the banks money. The banks have to pay it back with interest. Now, come on, time to go.
Wait. I still don't understand. Where does the Fed get their money? I mean, if they're a private bank. You said they're a private bank, right? Okay, so who puts money into the Fed bank?
This is Mel, United States Mint.
Hi, ML. First National needs another 20 millis.
We're already running the presses full steam here, Ethan.
Gotta keep making loans. Gotta keep the money flowing.
All right, you're the Fed. Whatever you guys say. 20 million more by morning.
But I don't get it. What's so wrong about the Fed printing money?
Because it's unconstitutional, pal. Our Treasury is supposed to create our money, but now the Fed controls the printing of America's money. Nobody gets a friggin' dollar that the Fed didn't print. So, they print the money, then they loan it to the government, then they charge the government interest, and then the government taxes you to pay for it. Wake up, pal! Quickly, take my horse. Show him.
Wait, show me what? Where are we going?
Stallion of Liberty! Ride on the hoary wind!
Oh, where are we?
Battle of Waterloo! Hold on, we gotta get through! A money machine! There it is!
Hey, is that the same people?
Rich bankermen from Germany flying under the banner of the Red Sheet. They finance both sides of the war. We must hurry! That's him, the Red Shield courier! Shoot him!
No, I'm not shooting anyone.
Damn it, Pop!
What?
He beat everyone back with the news of the war and told England that Napoleon won. The Red Shield bankers in London pretended that England was doomed and started selling their English stocks. The English went into a selling frenzy to get rid of worthless English money. But the English won, right? Of course they won. But it was a trick by Red Shield. They waited until the stocks plummeted to pennies and then bought England back for nearly nothing. What? They did that? How? When the English leaders found out, they had no choice but to give themselves over to the Red Shield. Their money was gone and they were slaves to the Red Shield war debt. Since that time, the English have been paying their national taxes directly to the Red Shield private bankers. The people have no idea. But the bankers bragged about what they did to us, laughing at us all the way to the bank.
Why, it's the best business I've ever done. If I can control a nation's wealth, I cannot who makes its laws.
Oh, is this what Jefferson wanted to show me? No, look. They're in America, too?
No.
Red Shield banks are here, Pop. Seeking a way to conquer our American dream. The dream you have, Pop. The dream of free men.
America.
They tried to take over our country many times and failed because Jefferson and the Patriots vowed to stop the evil tyrants at all costs. By authority of eternal God, he would not let the bankers win here. To preserve our independence, we must not let our rulers load us with perpetual debt. We must make our choice between economy and liberty or profusion and servitude. Wow. I place economy among the first and most important of Republican virtues, and public debt is the greatest of the dangers to be feared. It is incumbent on every generation to pay its own debts as it goes. In 1910, a secret meeting was held at the J.P. Morgan estate on Jekyll Island off the coast of Georgia. This meeting was so secretive, so concealed from government and public knowledge that the 10 attendees used code names.
I am clearly the richest man, so I should be the one to run the super-secret central bank. I own all the oil in America. I'm clearly richer than you will ever be, hula girl. I should run the super-secret central bank. You're nothing compared to me, lube job. I shall run the secret bank.
Silence!
Supreme Master Leader, I didn't know you were gonna be here.
I'm not. Neither are you, dumbass.
Oh, yeah, right. He's so smart.
None of you shall run the bank. We have failed in the past because of openness. This time, the key to success is secrecy. The people must believe that they run the bank.
Yes, brilliant! A sneak attack. What's the plan?
We first create panic, then we show them the solution. With our man in office and well-planned timing, we will have our central bank. And so the people think it is theirs. We shall christen it Federal. The Federal Reserve. They struck on December 23rd, 1913. When most of our Congress were at home eating fruitcake, these bastards, I mean bankers, presented their treasonous act to their newly elected accomplice, Woodrow Wilson, who had fortuitously already agreed to sign it before he was even elected. Wait, the IRS? I thought we always had the IRS. No, pal. They did this to us too. The Fed now has the exclusive power to print America's money. They loan this money to our banks and our government at interest, putting immediate debt on our own money, printing more and more, so each dollar they print becomes worth less than the one before. Merry Christmas. What in the hell is that? That is how our government now must pay back these debts to the Fed. Your taxes do not go to your government. They don't? It's the greatest theft in human.
Oh, man.
Justin Timberlake and Steven Seagal. Figure it out.
Yeah, you know, so this is what we're up against. And this was...
No, I think Trump fixed it. He's going to get rid of all that stuff, closing it all down.
I mean, it's actually something that's weighed heavy on my heart for many nights. What has happened because of this whole thing from 1913.
Yeah.
It's, but that's why we're out here. We're fighting the good fight.
We are.
We're working on the new stuff. We're making things better.
We're trying.
We're trying. But yeah, okay. Yeah, I think that's going to do it for today, folks.
That was a good one, though. Federal Reserve.
Yeah, we'll get to these other things I had.
Justin Timberlake and Steven Seagal.
We'll get to these other one on the next show. But everybody, thanks for tuning in.
Yep.
Any closing words?
No. We're gonna make it, guys. It can't get much worse.
Well, we get through this together,
We'll get through it together.
Just stay strong and try to stay positive if you can. Go outside, get in some nature.
Yeah, I don't even think you have to stay positive. Just live your life. Don't worry about it. What you have is what you have. We're riding it until
the blast off.
So don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Stay one pulse ahead. See you guys later.
How big is your sack on PulseChain? How big is your sack? Heavy sack, heavy sack. How big is your sack on PulseChain? How big is your sack? Heavy sack, heavy sack. I was looking for a change, something new, decentralized, either new. Stacking PLS6, liquidity on the decks. Somebody help me. My sack is so heavy. Get some Spark Swap, get the Dex Bounce, get the GOAT token, Legion Protocol, get some PDI, get some P-Drip, get some Teddy Bear, get some P-Hex. You know we here for the 100X. Put your heart always with the Gucci bags. I asked you once, I asked you twice. How big is your sack on PulseChain? How big is your sack? Heavy sack, heavy sack. How big is your sack on PulseChain? How big is your sack? Heavy sack, heavy sack. It's both a blessing and a curse having a sack this big.
My sack too heavy.
PulseChain.com. Awesome. It's got higher throughput. It's deflationary. It burns 25% or more of the fees. There's no inflation. It never mints new coins.
How big is your sack?
It's going to be the world's largest free airdrop. So people love free money.
How big is your sack?
And they don't like the high fees. And this addresses all those issues. It's really cool.
How big is your sack?
Could Pulse do the same 10,000x that Hex did? Yes, it could.
How big is your sack?
The likelihood of that event? I don't know.
How big is your sack?
I got a few tricks up my sleeve. I got some more cool shit coming.